All right, we are back, and this is a session where we actually address some really very pressing, controversial, current national issues. Now, yesterday, something significant happened. On Tuesday, a few people were screened by the Senate. I mean, talk about the most controversial, talked about drama, you know, surrounding the screening of the nominees for the ministerial position to, you know, for the ministerial list submitted by President MAHMOOD Buhari. Now, what happened yesterday is significant in the history of our politics. Now, because the President of the Senate will be appearing at the Code of Conduct Tribunal, the plenary session was shifted, cancelled. There was no sitting till today in solidarity with the President of the Senate.
Before you come, let me also, the reps short plenary session too. That's the
House of Representatives.
Yeah, the House of Rep Speaker, Mr. YAKUBU, called off the sitting. He said he wanted to attend a Council of State meeting. The Deputy Speaker, Yusuf, is also away in Geneva, Switzerland. Speculation are high that the rep is also in solidarity mood with the Senate President, Bukola Saraki. So it's both houses, the entire National Assembly.
National Assembly.
Well, my view is that our elected leaders, so to speak, at the National Assembly are running governance as if it's a private enterprise. You must understand that there are ethics that govern where they are administrating, and you cannot move out of ethics. Okay. Now, if the Senate President has been called to the CCT for him to commence his, to continue his trial, ordinarily common sense, ethics would warrant that should not stop the workings of the National Assembly. So constitutionally, it is very wrong. Ethically, it is wrong. Morally, it is wrong. And whatever wrong that you can attach to it.
Now, Comrade Wale, just to educate, Nigerians, what exactly should have happened?
What should have happened? There's a provision in the absence of the Senate President.
The Vice President.
The Deputy Senate President presides. There's a provision for it. Okay. Now, for the House of Reps, if the Speaker is going for a national assignment, that is very germane, because the issue of INEC is very germane as at that time, and the deputy is not in town. What they should have done, the majority leader is next in line, should have continued, assuming that the country was in a state of war, and the National Assembly had a critical role to play as at that time. Are you going to jettison
whether to fight or not?
You're going to jettison, because as at that material time, we needed an action to be taken.
Now, Comrade DECLAN.
Yeah. Well, it's quite unfortunate that we have sets of elected people who are very, very personal and unethical in most of their dealing. What is ethically right to me is unethically right to them. The way I see things, it's not the way they are seeing things. And it's quite unfortunate that most of the guys there are not seeing things the way an ordinary Nigerian should see things. Fine, Saraki's issue is not the first, where you have seen people going to celebrate with people who are on trial. But it's, I think his is only different because Ashwebi was not involved.
Included.
They were not putting on a common uniform like Ankara or Agbada to go and solidarize with him. But we have seen instances where Nigerians celebrate such things, mediocrity. But in the current era we are now, I see what they did as something that is unacceptable to somebody like me. Unacceptable in the sense that it was a pure act of intimidation to the judges at the CCT.
And Nigerians.
And Nigerians.
But the judge was not particularly affected by the heavy presence of the senators. About 84 out of 109.
I'm coming. Right. You see, having a Senate president, also having senators, 81 or 80
About
above,
84.
about 84 or 80 above, coming into the court, psychologically, it will send a negative signal to the whole world.
Don't people have a right?
I'm coming.
Don't people have a right, legitimate right,
they have a right
to follow
they have a right.
their person
they have
or
a
their
right.
brother
they
or
have
not?
they have a right.
Yes.
They have a right. But the issue is, if the right they have has to do with morality, we should ask ourselves a question: is this guy, was he being alleged wrongly or rightly?
Maybe that's why they want to know. Maybe that's exactly why they're following him.
No.
They need to establish the fact that is he really wrong or is not wrong.
No.
Let me simplify it for you.
Okay.
No.
Let's look at it this way.
All right.
Let's look at it here. You have a major surgery, a heart surgery, to be conducted in the university teaching hospital or general hospital, a heart surgery to be conducted. And the CMD, the chief medical officer, have been called to the court to answer some questions. Now, all the doctors, all the nurses,
Everybody sides in solidarity
they
with
left the patient that is to be worked on, and that patient, if that surgery is not conducted, will die. They now went to court to stay.
In this case, the patient is not going to die. The sickness is not. Yeah, I understand. I am now saying that the reason why they did what they did, what they had to do.
This patient now, this patient now is the conscience of the Nigerian masses.
Let me come in. You see,
It's the conscience and the workings of the Nigerian masses. They have elected you to save lives, to improve on the economy, and improve on the standard of living, and also create a phase for the Nigerian state.
They will not make a difference.
It will.
They took 1 week. They took 1 week. We did not do anything.
You have sent
They took a week. They took a week.
You have sent a signal to the world that we are not serious.
I don't think so. I don't think so. These are legislators.
You will not try this in US.
They can. Why?
You will not try in US or UK. By now,
Yes.
all of them would have been impeached.
You see,
By now, the process of recall would have commenced for all of them.
You see, there's a point you are forgetting. You are forgetting that the whole case of Senate President Bukola Saraki is a political issue.
How do you mean by political issue?
Because you understand.
How do you mean by
because you forgot the scenario that the ruling party does not want him there.
No.
And is there.
No.
It's a political
That makes it a political.
No.
I mean, how does that?
No.
Let him land on his point.
He has landed his point.
And they come
You
up
have made your
with some
point.
fake charges. Do you understand?
No.
To get him out of.
I'm sorry. You have landed.
No, I've not landed.
You have landed.
I have not landed.
You have raised two major points.
Maybe he asked for.
They just to remove the Senate president from the seat. Do you understand? And you know that the National Assembly, they are very much in support of him. So there's a political rivalry, there's a political battle. Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come out.
You are arriving too late. Please arrive.
He has come up openly to say that PDP, the Senate president is PDP in his soul and APC
in his body
on paper. So it's a political issue. So the National Assembly are just paying politics. Everybody is paying politics. Drama.
Let us.
Okay, comrade. Please. Okay, let's cease fire.
What you are saying is
let's cease fire.
under the right
I need to pick this call.
Please.
I need this tension to douse
Let
that.
us agree.
It's a political drama.
Okay, we agree to what you have said.
Okay.
We agree to what
Can
you
I
have
take a call,
Sir,
comrade?
okay, take your call.
All right, Sheyi, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Good to have you on the show, Sheyi. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And I also want to greet your guest today.
morning,
Actually, let me first of all start with the number of senators that actually went with Senate President to the tribunal.
84 of them.
See, we have the discrepancies in the report. Some newspaper, or let me say some media, is actually reported 31, while some reported 81. But either 81 or 31, the whole thing is even very bad. That's number one. The second thing is that, see, there's a political angle to this. Now, the Senate is not APC Senate, and is not PDP Senate.
Good.
Now, in a situation where the Senate President will not be around, I'm expecting the Deputy Senate President to preside. But because we have some, you know the business in the house, you know what is going on. And because there's a controversial ministerial nominee that was to be screened yesterday. So the belief was that if PDP somebody from PDP was allowed to preside over that particular Senate and that sitting that yesterday, that it was as if giving a knife to the PDP to just slaughter the controversial nominee. And that was why the whole postponement was even moved by APC senators. That instead of the PDP that to preside over the nominee of this controversial candidate, that it will rather be better for the whole sitting to be postponed so that the Senate President himself will be able to preside over it. Yeah. From what I read so far yesterday, that was exactly what I read from the paper.
Thank you very much. That is even the conspiracy I was going to bring later.
Exactly.
And Sheyi already talked about it.
I was getting somewhere.
Okay.
Let's agree, for the purpose of this argument,
Yes.
that his position is right. Let's
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
That is the more reason why Senator Saraki ought to go to the CCT, even without anybody,
Okay.
to go and prove his innocence.
And would have done the right thing by leaving his deputy.
Hold on, please. Even without anybody, would have been the most honorable thing to go and prove his innocence.
Okay.
Now, coming to the statement he alleged that Asiwaju said, if that statement is true, I've not heard him say it, according to him, then
Such stories are in the public domain. It could be inferences, maybe he didn't put it
then he
there.
proves that Asiwaju is right. Because Senator Saraki got there by the virtue of the party.
Okay.
Party discipline is supreme. The ethics that govern your establishment here is supreme.
But did he get there on the premise of the party?
Listen,
did he get there on the premise of the party?
Yes, he did. No, listen.
No,
let me
as
prove it to
a
you.
senator, not as the Senate president.
Let me prove it to you. He got there on the wagon.
Okay, yes.
Of the APC.
I agree.
He got there on the ticket of the APC.
But he didn't become the president of the Senate on that same premise.
Listen,
okay.
Okay. Before you get pregnant, you have an intercourse before pregnancy. The intercourse was the party.
Correct, I agree.
Now, the pregnancy was the people voting for the party.
Okay.
The baby came out of the intercourse and the pregnancy.
And the baby decided, the baby's life sold. The baby is actually an individual that has nothing to do with all of this.
We are talking about ethics and moral.
Okay.
The person that will nurture the baby is the party. The person that will feed the baby is the party. The person that will show the baby direction is the party.
I totally disagree. Following the natural way of things.
The baby will become a vagabond.
Okay, let's look at it.
Without tutelage.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Let's take this call. Cyril, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dr.
Good morning, sir. Let's quickly take your contribution.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Cyril.
It's interesting listening to the discussion.
Thank you, sir.
The more I listen to these television discussions, the more I see how intellectually dishonest we Nigerians could be, depending on what we have decided to back. I listened to Fashola's defense, and it boiled down to a simple thing. I never signed any check, and so as the chief executive, you shouldn't hold me to all of those funny spendings. None of these fellows who are speaking against Saraki found anything wrong with it. None out of them. They were all hailing him, they were all clapping. And it's very, very unfortunate. When justice becomes the way I see it. In this Saraki case, why should senators follow him? The reason is simple. The senators owe this country a duty to ensure that there is separation of powers. When you come to a point where it is clear to those who are not members of APC that this man is being hounded, it is the duty of senators to make sure that justice is seen to be done. Exactly. Now you look at even the decision of the Federal High Court adjourning this case indefinitely. Is that justice? Does he not have a right to be heard? When you look at the substance of what he has taken to the court, is it frivolous? And then you come off all of that. So many years ago, you are reaching back to 2003. Since then, this man had been there. He had been making declarations and the rest of them. All because you are after him. You are looking for blood. You want to make sure that the party is supreme. Nobody raises a head and have to exercise an independent, critical mind. You hound him and you go all that extent. Meanwhile, you will push a Fashola there, you push an Amechi there, whom people are also saying that, look, there are things about this. And you don't find any problems. I call this intellectual dishonesty.
Yeah, you have to round up now, sir.
Yeah, we can never build this country this way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
I appreciate what the caller have said. See,
let's quickly pick this call so that we can comment on that. He's been holding on. Alex, good morning. Hello, Alex.
Hello?
Hello, Alex.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on to Crossfire.
Good morning, Engineer Dapo. Good morning, the other panelists.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. You see, let me start by posing a question. When are we going to balance?
Wow. I think
lost.
Hello, Engineer Dapo.
yes, we can hear you.
Okay. When are we going to balance the scale in favor of women? That is balancing the feminine gender, for instance.
Can you turn down the volume of your TV set, Alex?
When Justice Whisker was made the Fedeco board that eventually produced Saraki death. Right from the time of Whisker till date, it has always been a man heading the voting regulatory body. So are we then saying the likes of the former coordinating minister of economy, Okolian Wela, cannot successfully preside over INEC? So you see, we discriminate in terms of gender in this country, which is not good. If we cannot simply ask a woman to continue as the INEC post, then the dream of a woman emerging the president of this country appear like a mirage to me. They asked for the vacation of the Senate yesterday in solidarity of Bukola Saraki. It is in order. It shows a united National Assembly. One of their own is affected in circumstances that is displeasing. So they are right in acting in solidarity.
All right.
We have to convey to this with the purpose of screening the ministerial candidates, which is okay. Simply that, but that is my take this morning.
Thank you very much. So somebody can actually align with my position.
I'm coming. See, as long as we believe that the trial of the Senate President Saraki at CCT is a political witch hunting.
Exactly.
As long as we are forced to believe that,
we all know
we are bound to see so many solidarity by his colleagues. Okay? And until we begin to see his trial as being a legitimate one, as being a trial of trying to know if he was actually guilty or not guilty. I am coming, please. I'm coming. You see, I hate hearing people say,
it's your opinion. Don't hate it.
Okay? Why now? Why now? Why not then?
Okay.
Why now? Why not then?
I am one of them. So don't hate it. Why now? Why now that Buki is the president?
I have conversed in so many fora that, look, we had an administration in the past that cares less about corruption. And we have a government in power now that has seriously advocated against corruption. Hold it.
Okay.
And now we have a change era. So if you had committed a crime 20 years ago and you were being covered or you were being under the umbrella of hiding corruption, now you have entered into the era of exposition, headed by a sheriff that is codenamed, a new sheriff that is codenamed corruption-free sheriff. Now, Saraki now is being brought out from his old sin, okay, to be tried now. I don't see anything wrong.
Okay,
I don't see anything wrong
Comrade
in that. And I will never see anything wrong
Okay,
in that.
Comrade Declan.
If I had committed a crime some years ago,
yes,
and I had a boss who covered me up then, and suddenly the table changed, I have a new boss, okay, who hated.
Unfortunately, that's not the scenario.
Now, comrade, I need to go on a short break. I need to go on a short break. We'll make it really very short. When we come back, we'll continue from where Comrade Declan stopped. Let's go now. All right, we are back, and it's still Crossfire with Dakwa and Yemi. We have Comrade Ayodele in the studio, and we have Comrade Declan in the studio, and we're talking about inside Nigeria, talking about national issues. You were saying something like
Yemi said earlier, and you know, he was saying he needed to land, and we allowed him finally to land. he did say that what is happening to Saraki today has a political undertone.
Yes.
Whether it's political or not political, the issue is let him go and defend himself. I am coming. And nobody has said till date that he is guilty until proven guilty.
Exactly.
He's still innocent.
Of course.
Get it clear? He's still innocent. But listen, at the end of it all, if he's found guilty, he's automatically going to leave that seat. So if politically or through political witch hunting, his old past deeds is being brought forth now to be tried judiciously, okay? And he's found guilty.
Yes.
That political witch hunting have turned out to be the whistleblower that has really exposed so many things.
I really need us to move on. I really need to.
Can I crown just with a statement?
With a statement, because I want us to quickly say something.
Just a statement.
Okay.
Can I crown what he said?
All right.
The president said, and I quote him, that people should not be afraid of him, but they should be afraid of their
the consequences of their sins.
actions. That's the statement.
Okay.
You need not be afraid of the president or this government, but be afraid of the consequences
of what you did in the past.
Now, my challenge is that I personally don't see any reason why you created a scenario, and the scenario is really very fantastic. The chief medical director had to go somewhere, and then the nurses and the doctors following him. Fantastic scenario. And I believe very strongly that they should not allow the patient to die. But I think that our politicians in the country, in Nigeria today, don't know the limits between politics and governance.
Don't generalize, please.
I'm telling you very sincerely. This is what we are seeing. This is what we are seeing.
The scenario you painted is different. Look at somebody. I like what the caller said. The first caller. He said Fashola was there, and they gave him a standing ovation. Amechi is there. The party is fighting tooth and nail for him to be screened so that he can become a minister. And we have heavyweight corruption allegations against these two. And they are even more recent than Bukola Saraki's own, which happened about 13 years ago.
Has Saraki been removed as the Senate president? Has he been removed as Senate president?
Not yet.
Why?
But
Because
you want to
APC wants him out.
Hold on.
Because APC wants him out.
Has he been found guilty?
What you are saying?
No. Hold on.
Excuse
me. I allowed you to land earlier. I allowed you to land the other time. Let me land.
Okay.
Has Saraki been removed as Senate president?
You can't even remove him like that.
He has not been removed because he has not been found guilty.
Yes.
Has Amechi been found guilty by any court of law?
No.
Has Fashola been found guilty by any court of law?
No.
Then why are you now saying that? Why people are shouting? Whistleblowers are making serious noise about the whole thing. But the fact is, until they have been tried by the court, okay, being a minister does not mean you have immunity.
Why are people bringing strong allegations?
All right?
But the party is celebrating these two. That's what we are saying.
No.
The party celebrating. Don't you listen to her?
How?
Did you watch
How?
That's not correct.
You said they are
celebrating how?
I'm not a party man.
Let me tell you how.
Hold on.
Let me tell you how.
Yemi,
The
I'm not a party man.
APC secretary, Lai Mohammed, was speaking immediately. Saraki was made Senate president. He spoke against it.
How?
He said,
No, they made public statements.
The position of the party.
Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the party has been saying, even the grassroots, they are against Bola Ahmed Tinubu candidacy.
How?
That's it. So
How?
everything is publicly.
How?
Is it the party candidate?
How?
Is Saraki the party
Is he the
candidate?
party candidate?
He's not.
So you're not saying that national assembly members not follow him.
Yemi, hold on. Let me listen to Comrade
We
Ayodele.
follow him now.
Now, Comrade, let's
It's not politics.
we have just about 1.5 minutes.
Don't confuse
to
the
go.
audience. This platform is a very educating platform, and a lot of people are following it. And we should try as much as possible not to confuse them.
Yes.
Even if we're on the CROSSFIRE platform.
Yeah, okay.
Now, you have said Governor Fashola was alleged. Mr. Amechi
Was alleged.
alleged. Now, the people alleging them should take further steps to go to court for them to prove their innocence.
Exactly.
Now, they are not in the same scenario with Mr. Saraki. Mr. Saraki, please, I'm coming.
let him
You said you
land on
have
this
1
one.
minute.
Yes. Let him.
Now, Mr. Saraki already is in court. Those other two are not in court.
They are not in court, yes.
Now, if they are in court, they will prove their innocence. But Mr. Saraki is in court, so he should follow the ethical standard of court goers. Go and prove your innocence.
It is not wrong that people followed him. He's going to the camp. He's going to the camp.
Anybody, I can allege you. I can allege that you have siphoned the money of Cool TV to the extent that you
It's just an allegation. When I get to court, we'll prove it.
Exactly.
Now,
That's
you will
what
not
we're
tell me, take me to court.
Exactly.
Mr. Amechi has said, take me to court.
Okay.
It is only the court
see,
that can prove his innocence.
Because we need to go.
Sorry.
Let me take your
Because
last
I
one.
like that he was taken to court.
Yemi,
The government took him to court.
Who took it?
The government took him to court.
The government is now
Yemi.
blind
They
to
got,
Amechi.
We need to go now.
Yemi, please.
Can we ceasefire, gentlemen?
He was petition.
Can we ceasefire, gentlemen?
Please. We should.
Your last one. You have just 10 seconds.
We should stop making statements that will not be palatable to the current Nigerian state.
Okay.
If APC blows whistle, it's as good as PDP also blowing whistle. But if I blow a whistle, if APC blow whistle
The whistle blowing
against,
should be
if
fair
APC
to
blow a
all.
whistle
Yes.
against a PDP member, and the PDP man is taken to court, the PDP too is at liberty to blow his own whistle against the APC man. But the question is, whoever the whistle is blown at, that person needs to go and clear himself. I don't care where the whistle is coming
All
from.
right, fantastic. I mean, you made your point. Comrade, your last word.
My last word is that we should understand that Nigeria belongs to all. Nigeria is a very serious state with a lot of diversities.
Yes.
And we have so many serious issues that confront us, like insecurity, declining economic values, standard, moral ethics being thrown to the dustbin and all of that. The change mantra is to awaken all of these sundries and bring the sleeping giant back to his original position.
Fantastic.
And our leaders should understand this very, very carefully. And they should not take the people for a ride. 4 years is like 4 days.
It will soon be over, and we're eating off the polity. Anyway, thank you so very much, Comrade DECLAN. And thank you very much, Comrade Ayodele. This is how far we can go on Crossfire today. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another very interesting episode. Do join us and stay out of trouble. God bless you.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.